Salutations, my friends. The mid-season patch has leaked. It is coming out Friday, February 21st, 2025. And I'm just going to give you some visual representations, show you exactly, because I'm a visual learner myself. So hopefully this helps you guys out to know what exactly is changing in this new patch on Friday. And the new characters come out. I can't wait, by the way. Frenzied Arrival has been changed from vertical knockback to inwards knockback at a 75-degree angle. Ultimate cost reduced from 2,800 to 2,500. So that means this right here, boom, instead of just going up into the air, they're actually going to come inwards towards you. And then you can use this ability to grab them up, hit this, blah, 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 use your E, get the hell up out of there, and do it all over again. We also have Captain America, because goddamn, that boy need a buff. Added the ability to use absolute will for defense during jumping. So there's nothing in here that says absolute will, unless I'm on crack and I'm missing it. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming absolute will is just going to be that you can run at this speed and then hold up your shield. That's all I can think it is, right? Because right now you can't do that with Captain America. You can only hold up your shield if you're not sprinting. So I'm assuming they're going to add that. Also, it would be fantastic if they took off that stupid 1 second cooldown every time you use it. It's not intuitive. Get that crap out of here. Vibranium energy saw projectile speed increase from 60 ms to 80 ms. That's gonna be super fast. Oh my god, and it gets faster for each person it hits. Every time I use this ability right here, it's going to actually now move faster, and every time it hits someone, it's gonna hit the next person even faster. Making it easier to, get some combos going. Thor. So with Thor, we have removed cooldown after the Rune Awakening skill duration. The Rune Awakening is just this ability here, your F ability on PC. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is on console. I guess what they're doing is, once it goes away, you won't have that 2 second cooldown for it. So if you get it back faster because, whatever, because you use the E ability to get it back faster, whatever it might be, then there is just no cooldown for it. I mean, okay. I don't know. We out. Grooty. All right. So wall placement range is increased from 15 meters to 18 meters. 15 meters. This is my max right here, I guess. Yeah. Oh, the little walls, the little baby walls. So it's not your ass wall. It's just the little walls. Excuse my language. So instead of here, now it's going to be placed like right here-ish. That's a decent distance. That's quite sizable, and it seems minuscule, but when that front line of the enemy team is actually pushing up, that's going to be huge. Look at that difference right there. It seems tiny, but I'm telling you, the amount of times that I've put a wall right on underneath someone and they're just standing on it, that's the difference right there. I think that's going to be a sizable difference. Magneto, his primary attack damage increased from 35 to 40, and his current energy cost increased from 50 to 65. Duration adjusted from 2 seconds to 1.5. So essentially, instead of just hitting for 30 or 35, it's going to hit for 40, excuse me. So yeah, okay, good enough. And then the energy cost to get your curtain back, I guess this, you see on the side there, it's going to take a little bit longer for this to come back, I guess. And you're only going to be able to hold it for 1.5 seconds instead of 2 seconds. Doctor Strange, man, is one of my mains. Base HP lowered from 650 to 600. That hurts my soul a little bit. It's only 50 HP, but it's also 50 HP. L. Iron Fist. Now, this thing right here is a little convoluted, some of it. I have no idea what's going on. But Harmony Recovery, bonus HP increased from 50 to 150 HP. So what that is with Iron Fist is essentially, right, when he presses his E ability, he will not only be able to heal himself fully, right? Instead of just going to 300, he'll have 150 extra HP, okay? On top of that, just base 50 that he gets with that now. So it's a little bit stronger. Dragon's Defense HP converted from block is increased from 150 to 200. That's just this bad boy right here, right? When you parry those, you can get a max of, I guess it was 150, and it's going to 200 now. So yay, he's becoming just a mini tank. You know, he's becoming a problem. Base HP increased from 250 to 300. This man is becoming a demon. Jeet Kune Do's first, second, and fifth attack damage reduced from 32 to 30. Third and fourth damage reduced from 16 to 15. I guess they're lowering his damage a little bit because he's becoming tankier. So I guess that makes sense. Is his Jeet Kune Do just his normal attacks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might just be the normal attacks. Somebody tell me, I'm not sure. The cooldown time of each hit to reduce the combo attack increased from 1 second to 1.5 seconds. And the damage of each hit of the Sun Punch decreased from 19 to 10. I don't even know what that means, but if you know, W. So I guess his punches just don't come out as quickly, if I'm reading that right. Because they're giving him so much more survivability, looks like they're trying to taper off some of his excess damage, right? That's what it seems like to me. Each hit of the sun-shaped punch adds 1.7 of the opponent's maximum health as damage. I'm assuming it's this. 1.7 of the opponent's damage. I'm assuming this is what they're referring to right here. And then Jeet Kune Do is just the normal melee attack that you have here. Mr. Fantastic. Flexible elongation. The spell field is increased from 2.5 to 5 meters. Now knocks enemies outwards after landing. Charge increased from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. So I guess when you do this with your teammates, that whomever you hit in a certain area is gonna have, instead of 2.5 meters, it's maybe more teammates in a closer radius. And maybe even for these guys in a closer radius as well, right? Instead of 2.5 to 5 meters. And now knocks enemies outwards after landing. So I guess right now it doesn't move the enemy at all, unless maybe this is just, I don't know. I don't play Mr. Fantastic. And then the charge increase, yeah, so this comes back every 8 seconds. It's just going to come back every... Instead, now it's going to come back every 10 seconds, which is fine. Honestly, I didn't even know he could do 2 of these bad boys back to back. That's kind of insane. And then he gets right back into this over and over. Yeah, nerf that crap. Nerf the bejesus out of that. Brainiac Bounce, which is his ultimate. Damage increased from 50 to 70. Energy cost increased from 2,800 to 3,400. Okay. Damage fall off. Damage starts decaying at 3 meters to a max of 50 damage at 10 meters. Okay. For his ultimate ability, which is this hot garbage right here, right? Okay, and then the closer you are to the center, the more damage it does. The further you are to the, to the sides, then it's more of a damage drop-off. Iron Man, Unibeam damage increased from 120 to 140, and then Armor Overdrive Unibeam increased from 180 damage a second, by the way, to 190. Instead of 120, it's going to be 140, this right here. Instead of 120 damage a second, it's going to be 140. And then the other one is going to be, which is this bad boy, the Overdrive. Instead of 180, it's going to be 190. That's going to be swell. That's going to be swell to go against. Thankfully, in Diamond and above, you don't have to really deal with Iron Man too much, so that's a blessing. Hawkeye. All right. Base health is increased from 250 to 275. Explosive arrow damage decreased from 20 to 15. Spell field damage increased from 25 to 32. So, first of all, I'll be honest. I don't think anyone uses the explosive arrows on Hawkeye. I can't remember the last time I've seen it. This hot garbage. Some of you probably are just seeing for the first time that it actually even exists. Crescent slash cooldown decreased from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. That's pretty good. So that's this. Yoink. If somebody's on you now, instead of 15 seconds, as you see there on the bottom right, it's going to be 12 seconds. That's not bad. So if he's getting dove on, it's going to help him a little bit. Ultimate. The bow charge speed is accelerated. Draw speed is increased from 1.2 to 1.35. I don't know. Is that faster? Seems like it was faster. Right? This is gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be fast or slow. Either way, it's fine. Storm. Windblade. The damage at 30 meters is gonna be reduced from 70% to 60%. So from this distance, it'll do 60% damage now instead of 70%, right? And obviously, the closer you are, the more damage you'll continuously get. The Aura. Self boost from 16% to 12%. Team boost, though, is from 8% to 10%. So your self boost has been nerfed, but your team boost has actually been buffed. So your own boost that you would get here, right? Like right now, I have my teammate is being buffed a little bit more to 10% it would be. My own buff, instead of 16%, is going to be 12%. So this right here is for speed, and this right here is for damage. So your self boost is not going to be as good anymore, which I think is a positive. Maybe that's the way that they're trying to address the ult charge in some way. Instead of it being that she doesn't get it as fast, they're reducing the damage, I guess. Goddess Boost Thunder self boost damage increased from 30% to 25%. So Goddess Boost Thunder is the E ability right here. This bad boy, that. So right where automatic. So if you didn't know, you're automatically just getting targeted by Zeus upstairs, and he's just damaging your cheeks. Star-Lord, the ultimate cost increased from 1,200 to 1,800. His ultimate cost increased from it was 1,200. It was 1,200. So it was 1,200. So if you ever heard this over and over, this auto lock ass ult, bro. If you ever just heard it way too often, that's why. It was 1,200. Wanda. So Wanda's ultimate is 100 bonus HP applied on cast. Decays at 50 a second after interrupted, or it ends. Okay. So now when you're casting this here, you're going to have bonus HP to help you live a little bit longer, which is not bad. Not bad. She needs that, surely. Spider-Man's web shooters received a buff. Okay. Web shooters recharge time decreased from 3 seconds to 2.5. I'll be honest. That's enough for me. That's good enough. We don't need to go in and read it. But MoonKnight ultimate. Oh my God, is he getting nerfed? Ultimate Khonshu's fist speed reduced. Corrected the damage logic. Removed 75 damage for being in the middle of the spell field. Each fist now does 150, up from 75 damage. Hold on, what? Ultimate. So his fist speed is reduced. So, okay, so them falling from the air is reduced is what I'm hearing, okay? Each fist does 150 damage, up from 75 damage. I swear, I feel like I'm misunderstanding this. When he cast this, is it in the middle? You were automatically, that bot survived much longer than I ever would have. So I guess the speed is going to come out a little bit slower. I'll be honest, if they give if the speed of the fist is a little bit slower, then that might be good enough for me. But also remove 75 damage from being in the middle of the spell field. So just being in the middle, you just got 75 damage off rip or something. Each fist now does 150 damage. I don't know. I'm confused. Just tell me in the comments below. I'm a little bit confused. Black Widow's ultimate has also received a nerf. Wow. It was so ass. But her rifle ammo capacity has been increased. Her ultimate slow down effect reduced from 80% to 55%. Okay, just like how slow people are in it. The damage is still the same, even though it's kind of... But the slowness is not as severe. Okay, rifle capacity increased from 8 to 15. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. Magik's ultimate cost has been reduced with some tweaks to her abilities. Oh, that's a little scary. Ultimate cost reduced from 3,700 to 3,400. Yo, Magik players are thriving right now. Eldritch Whirl normal. Damage decreased from 45 to 40. Demon's Rage normal. Damage decreased from 80 damage a second to 72 damage a second. All right. So Eldritch Whirl is just her basic attack. So just this attack right here from 45 to 40 instead. All right. So Demon's Rage is exactly what I thought it would be. So once you hit your shift, what do I have it as? Once I hit this is Demon's Rage right here. So once I do that, it's less damage a second. That's all it is. That little demon is going to have a little bit less damage a second. Hela! Soul Drainer damage fall off at 30 meters from 70% to 80%. Unconfirmed though. So we're at 30 meters right now. You're telling me Helas have been sniping like this or something? That actually hits for a lot of damage though. Way more than I thought it did. Look at that. But at 30 meters, yeah, unconfirmed. I'll be honest, I'm not, who cares? Whatever. Half the time, first of all, that bad boy is so slow. If you get hit by that, that's your problem. Adam Warlock, oh man, he got to be getting a buff. Soulbound healing increased from 10 HP a second to 15 HP. I'm not gonna lie, didn't even know that healed you. I'm dead serious. Had no idea it healed you. I thought it just connects all your lifelines together. No idea that that healed you. Primary fire damage increased from 55 to 60. Ooh, with 60% damage fall off at 40 meters, up from 40. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this is your soul bond, right here. So if everyone's in the fight, so now instead of, so it is healing you. I never know. I don't play Adam War. Look at us all just bopping together. So it does heal you, right? 10 HP a second, and also connects everyone's health pool. So if he's taking damage, we all share that damage together, as well as getting healed at the same time. All right, cool. I did not know that. And then primary fire is increased from 55 to 60. He's a little beefy one, man. He just has no mobility, but he's not bad. Cloak and Dagger. Listen, I'm a Cloak and Dagger main, but the higher and higher I climb, I'm in Grandmaster right now. The higher and higher I climb, I'm getting rid of her. In ranked, I'm totally getting rid of her, and I'm just playing Doctor Strange instead. So her ultimate cost increased from 3,400 to 4. Whoa, let's go! Finally, needed. Dash lanes fog the heals duration reduced from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. So your ultimate ability, ultimately, you're just not gonna have it. It's gonna be for less. And then pause between dashes reduced from 1 second to 0.67. Yeah, honestly, I've been practicing my Magneto. I think I can still snipe that. I'm cool with that. The healing effect of the dash lanes no longer stacks. Only one lane works when overlaid on each other. Okay. Either way, sometimes it still might be the most advantageous thing to, you know, depending on where you guys are, to still stack if it makes sense, right? Because sometimes you might be moving forward and then moving right back, so it makes sense. Terror Cape vulnerability on enemies increased from 20%, wow, to 28%. What? Okay, all right. So let's go over some of this really quick. That's insane. So this right here, this is not gonna stack anymore. Rather, if you try to stack it, what's gonna happen is it'll only be 250 HP a second. You can't get or 220 HP a second, excuse me. You can't keep stacking it for 440, 660, 880. You can't do all that. And please, all my Cloak and Dagger mains, stop putting a freaking bubble on top of that afterwards. Maybe now you have a reason to after this, but even still, like, save your bubble for when that goes away, please. Thank you. Dash lanes, so it's also gonna stay only for 8 seconds now instead of 10. Cool. Not mad at that. She has probably one of the longest ults of anyone, so she had to get nerfed there for sure. Pause between dashes. Okay, so instead of that 1 sec, it's gonna take a little bit longer. The healing effect of the dash cannot be stacked. And then Terror Cape. This is actually very surprising. So anytime I get hit with it, or I hit somebody with it, right? So if I hit somebody with this, they get 20% damage boosted, or rather, they take 20% more damage. So really, when that's happening, you don't wanna, as strange as Magneto, whenever I play them, I'm gonna protect myself for that little bit of time because I don't want to take excess damage, right? And now that ability is going to 28%. It already hits for a certain amount. I think it's like 50 or 45. And then for 2 seconds, you're 28% more vulnerable. Dude, to put it into perspective, Rocket's ability is 40% for about 12 seconds. You get this ability back every 12 seconds. Every 12 seconds, if you're constantly debuffing the team, if you're in spitting distance like this, which you should as Cloak and Dagger. Guide is underneath in the description below if y'all don't know what y'all doing out here. But yeah, that's gonna be disgusting. And if you're not utilizing that now, you're already messing up. But in the future, you're really messing up. Because imagine the whole team focus that person, a tank, anybody, dead in a second. Luna Snow's ultimate cost has been increased. Thank the heavens above. Ultimate cost increased from 4,000 to 4,500. We don't even need to go over more than that. That's pretty much good. I like that. Loki's ultimate cost increased from 3,400 to 4,000. Ammo increased also from 10 to 12. We don't really need to like go into his character or anything like that. That's huge. That's good. Yeah, support ult needs to cost more. I'm surprised they didn't do this with Storm, but I'll take the W wherever I can get it. Mantis bonus HP has been reduced. When Mantis ults, She goes all the way from, yeah, she has 100 extra bonus HP that she's giving to everybody over that course of time. And then it decays after a while, right? So now instead of you getting 100 extra HP, it's only 75. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. I like that. Invisible Woman, ultimate cost increased from 4,000 to 4,300. I think this is good. This is healthy for the game. A lot of times it's just, it comes down to who has more support ults sometimes, you know, defensive ults. So I'm down for that too. Team up abilities changes. Oh my God, please nerf this mother trucker. Gamma unit beam damage nerfed. Hulk HP gained from being an anchor reduced from 150 to 100. My God, if you haven't seen this yet, where the hell are you, right? But this right here, you're just dead. Even if you're a tank, you're dead in a second. Look, if you're a regular, you're just cooked. You're just cooked. So this is why Bruce gets banned consistently, is just for that right there. Psionic Disc Rewind teleport time reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Bonus HP conversion increased from 0.5 to 0.8. Okay. So now you just can't teleport too far into the past, right? So let's say I go back. Now it's gonna be a little bit more fair. Now I'm just gonna be right here. Whereas before, sometimes, you know, they could go from very far away, just kind of beat you up and then disappear and do it all over again, over and over and over again, right? So that's not bad. And then you get some bonus HP for that too. Okay. Full Moon, new 25% healing effect. Unconfirmed. So, I mean, first of all, that's insane to me, really. But what, I don't know why they would do this. So if I do this now, right, the enemy can't see me and I can just beat them up, right? And I hate them so much. So not only am I going to be here invisible, but I'm also going to I'm going to get healed 25 HP a second. So if you have a Cloak and Dagger on your team, that's one less person that you have to look at, knowing that he should be good, relatively speaking, in his little bubble. That's insane. So Symbiote Bond. Skill time reduced from 4 seconds to 1 second. 50% damage reduction is removed. Complete in... Oh my God. Okay. I see what they did here. Okay. I got hyped. I was like, the amount of emotions I just went through. So you can only do it for 1 second now. There is no 50% damage reduction. You just are completely invincible for 1 second. So for those of you who don't know what ability that is, that's this. So instead of doing this for 4 seconds, it'll only be 1. You won't have damage reduction. You'll just be invincible for 1 second. Got you. I just want to put this into further perspective for Symbiote Bond. Imagine you're going against Iron Man, Maximum Pulse, anything, Scarlet Witch, something that could completely annihilate you. This is a huge survivability option that Spider-Man and Penny Parker are now going to have to even avoid ultimates. Okay, it could be used offensively, of course, but defensively now it'll be huge for both of them to have something like that in the kit, especially Penny Parker, who doesn't have as much mobility as Spider-Man, though she can get out, obviously, with her webs. She will now be able to just withstand almost anything if, of course, she has Venom on her team. So Frozen Chi, healing increased from 50 to 75. Frozen Chi, enemy slow effect increased from 20 to 30%. So Frozen Chi, this is for her. Iron Fist channels the Chi of, okay, so that's this ability right here. Nice, a nice little pushback. I don't really play Luna too much, honestly. So it's healing. So you get healed from that from, instead of 50, it's going to be 75 HP. And an enemy slow effect increased from 20% to 30%. Okay, not bad, not bad. You are. So you displace them a little bit. You heal yourself a little bit. I mean, that's pretty good. So essentially, she would have 3 things to heal herself with Iron Fist. It would be that, it would be this, and then it would be this. Iron Fist makes her a lot stronger, honestly. Just that's way more survivability for her, and now he has so much survivability too. Listen, your boy had to do some math. Well, Google did. It comes out at 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I'm gonna try to be up as early as possible. If you guys want to see it live, listen, I'm kind of like a bit of a tank main at the moment. I'm kind of tanking a lot, doing support as well in ranked. And when it comes out, best believe I'm going to be playing it bright and early. Make sure you guys come through. Let me know what you guys think of these switches. Do you think they missed anything? They missed a ball, missed a mark on something? Are you excited for the new characters, dude? Oh, I'm honestly excited for the Thing, but reading how he plays, it almost sounds like Hulk-ish. So I hope the gameplay is different enough where he feels unique, you know? Other than that, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.